A Republican lawmaker from the state of Kansas seems to have lost his marbles over the fact that a fourth grader drew a picture of a rainbow as part of a class project. It is Republican State Representative Pat Proctor from the great state of Kansas who, in his February newsletter, included a piece of artwork from a fourth grader at David Brewer Elementary School and said that this rainbow that had a caption, "Our library is for everyone," is for every student. I'm sorry, my school library is for every student, is what the child wrote on that rainbow drawing. And this lawmaker attacked a fourth grader in his newsletter and said this is part of a radical woke agenda. A fourth grader drawing a rainbow, as elementary school students have been known to do. I know, I've raised 4 of them. It's just a thing kids do. I did it as a kid. It doesn't mean anything. It's refracted light, Mr. Proctor. But this grown adult man lawmaker had an absolute hissy fit over a child's drawing. And now, of course, because he put it in his newsletter, drew attention to it, sure, he redacted the student's name, but the mother of the child got pissed that her daughter's artwork was featured in this, made into an issue when it clearly wasn't. And the lawmaker said, well, nobody would have known who it was if you hadn't opened your mouth. All right, Mr. Proctor. Here is what he said about the rainbow drawing. I find it impossible to believe that an entire grade of third graders and fourth graders, all on their own, decided to draw rainbow flags and talk about LGBTQ and spell those things out on their artwork. I find it impossible to believe that was not the assignment and that they were not coached to do that by the teacher. That's just implausible in the extreme. The drawing said, my school library is for every student. It didn't say everybody in the community. It didn't say my library is LGBTQ friendly, which honestly, even if it did, wouldn't be a problem. It just said my library is for every student. Because schools, I don't know if you know this, Mr. Proctor, but what schools like to do is encourage kids to read. So this was probably a project to help students understand that the library is always there for you. Hell, my kid's elementary school has a parent night once a month at the library. You go with your kids, you check out books. They promote the hell out of the library because they want kids to read. And that's a Florida public school. And here we have a grown-ass man throwing a child-sized temper tantrum because kids drew rainbows because that's what they chose to draw on their fun pictures. You're having a hissy fit over refracted light, which is what rainbow is. Rainbows are also mentioned in the Bible. In fact, according to the Bible, God sent the rainbow as a sign that, the floods are over. It's a sign of peace almost. So maybe the kid was using the biblical allegory. Who knows? You certainly don't. You just used it as an opportunity to attack what you call, again, radical woke agenda, and then you refuse to tell people what radical woke agenda actually means. Because you don't know. You do know buzzwords. You do know about trying to make a controversy where none exists, and that's exactly what you've done, and you've now put this poor fourth grade student directly in your crosshairs, you miserable SOB. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.